I'm Thomas Miller, and I'm here with Claudia Wells, owner of Armani Wells. So when did you start this store?
I opened December 19th, 1991 at 10 a.m. right here in this same location.
So what was it like back then?
You know, very different than it is now in terms of the stores nearby. It was mostly real estate places. It wasn't as active. The activity was more a block or two away, so now it's more stores and more activity here. I've always been sort of a destination store. People purpose to come here. But in terms of the humanity and the people, it's remained exactly the same. It's always a loving place, and it's always a fun, kind, gracious experience.
So why did you decide on men's clothing?
I think men deserve me. There's not very many places for men. I actually did men's resale before it even existed. And I think that men's clothing is super expensive, and I want all men to experience what the finest fabrics feel like and what the finest clothing feels like. There's a power to that and a confidence that it brings men. And I wanted to show men who they are and give them a place where they can be comfortable and stress-free and happy, like how Pastor Daniel was saying. He always feels like it is well. When he leaves here, he always feels like everything's well. That's what I want men to feel. I want them just to come in and have comfort and kindness and dignity and be well dressed and have the price be completely fair and just be in luxury and have a stress-free environment of happiness and to be served.
So how long will you be open coming this December?
I plan on staying open forever. December 19th will be 28 years from the day I opened. I was 25 years old when I opened. I'm 52 and a half now, and I see no reason why I won't continue to be open as long as I live. I close the store when I travel to do appearances or shows or speaking engagements or filming, and my customers understand. I put a sign up telling them when I'll be back. I change it on Yelp, and I've been here so long that they just wait, and I'm good with that. So I plan on always being here, and I love this location.
Okay, so my last question is, what is your most memorable moment in these 28 years?
I had a guy walk in, and he told me he had just gotten out of jail 2 days earlier and needed some help. And I dressed him, and I didn't charge him. And I sent him off looking really good. And then I forgot about it. And about 10 years later, I saw a green Jaguar pull up. And I saw this very handsome man walk in. And he said, "Do you remember me?" And I said, "You look a little familiar." He said, "When I got released from jail, I came in here thinking you were going to ignore me. And you treated me like a king. And you dressed me, and then you didn't charge me, knowing I had no money." And I felt so much confidence that I went to UCLA. I ended up going to school. I ended up getting my master's. And now I'm a trainer with a master's in blah, 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 blah. And he showed me who his clients were. And he had a whole life. And he said it all began because he walked in here and he was treated so well. I would say that's one of my beautiful key points of being here. I have so many, but that's one that when you can affect someone's life in such a way that it changes it and adds to it, I think that's my purpose in being. If I can be an inspiration, if I can help mold someone into being who they're meant to be, if I can change someone's experience and bring out the best in them and make them better than they were when they walked in, I've done something. And that's one of my purposes in having this store and being here. And I always say this, and I always will, this is God's store, and I have the privilege and honor of working here. And this store has so many purposes, I don't even know what they are. And it's not just clothes. I love it here. Every day, I love it as much as the very first day I opened. And that's something else I say every day. And every day it's true. I'm grateful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Thomas Miller, and I've just been interviewing Claudia Wells, owner of Armani Wells. Along with Chris, this has been a NextLevel Productions, the channel that takes you to the next level.
So, Tommy has introduced me to Claudia's interview. I wanted to ask Claudia, so in the 28 years, you shared your favorite memory?
One of them.
One of them. What's another favorite memory of yours?
Keith David, when he first came in, he started humming to the music I was playing, and all of a sudden he started dancing with me. You just never know what's going to happen in a day. And in my store, it's just always a wonderful, beautiful, fun experience. It's not always just someone coming in and getting dressed. The guy who was just in my store 5 minutes ago came in for the first time. He said he's always wanted to come in. And the next thing I know, he was telling me his poetry. Literally telling me his poetry after showing me on his phone this extraordinary building he built in Napa Valley that's a winery and a restaurant, and showing me from the beginning to the end. I don't know what's going to happen any day I open this store. I turn the key, I walk in, and it's up to God everything that's going to happen during the day. So it's always a beautiful experience, and it's always a back and forth experience with whoever walks in. Plus, I get to dress people and make them beautiful and give them a new life with the new clothes that they wear.
Right, exactly. And that's the best feeling ever. And then a few minutes ago, you said you make appearances. What do you make appearances for?
Well, I was Jennifer Parker in Back to the Future, so I travel the world when I'm invited, and I do appearances for fans. I do speaking engagements. I do corporate engagements. I do a lot of charity work. I have a charity called Kids in the Spotlight for foster kids. I'm a founding board member. We're 9 years old, so I do events with them. And that's what I do.
What's Kids in the Spotlight?
It's a charity where we bring a 10-week program to different foster kid facilities and teach them how to write and star in their own films. Then once a year we bring in, we bring in a professional camera crew and director and film it. And then once a year we have a huge splashy event at Fox Studios and screen their films, give them awards. We have celebrities there. We have the news there, and we change their lives. And it's Kids in the Spotlight, kidsinc.org. And right now we're working on building a school for them, an art acting school, boarding school for them. It's incredible. So that and my church and my store and travel, it's my life.
You stay busy, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I do. Very busy.
That's good.
I have fans that come in from all over the world visiting me here at the store, and that's always interesting and fun. And that's why I have this Back to the Future shelf right there with a lot of memorabilia. It's my personal memorabilia that I brought to the store. So every week, different days, I never know when it's going to happen. I have fans from the Netherlands and Italy and France and Greece and Germany and Peru, from everywhere. And it's just always an interesting, fun experience here. I love it here. I'm grateful for the store. I'm really grateful to all the fans. I'm grateful for the love. I'm grateful for the loyalty. People can find me on @the Claudia Wells on Twitter, Claudia Wells 1 on Instagram, Claudia Wells Actress on Facebook, and for my store it's Armani_Wells on Instagram, and it's Armani Wells on Twitter and Armani Wells on Facebook. And I'm grateful for the love and the loyalty from everybody. It's a huge part of my life.
I guess that wraps it up with us, and you can check Claudia out at her websites down in the description down below. And I guess that's it.
Happy anniversary, Armani Wells. Claudia Wells has been helping men find their style for the past 27 years.
If you're ever in the Studio City area, check out Armani Wells and you can get style just like this.
Thanks for watching.
Yes, thank you for watching and have a nice one.